growing up, had so many friends who weren't Jewish, who came from very, very wide backgrounds. And I think that shaped my outlook very much. I never was afraid of somebody who's not like me. And I think that's part of the ethos of London. London is, you know, in a sense, one of the most tolerant cities on earth. And Londoners always cope with diversity, and they always cope with bad moments, with tragedy, by holding together. And I just think that's a message that London needs to teach the world, because no one does it better.
As you said there, London is one of those places where people of all faiths live together next door to each other, and everyone gets on. But obviously, in light of recent events, we've seen a huge increase in religious hatred, Islamophobia, anti-Semitism. Does that worry you?
It worries me very much indeed, and that is really part of my work over these last 10 or 15 years. Ever since 9/11, I've tried to devote my work to that, to reaching out hand of friendship across the borders between faiths.
How do we solve the problem? What can policymakers do, if anything, to change people's perceptions?
I think the most powerful mode of conflict resolution is for us in our different faiths and cultures to recognize that there are certain global problems, from climate change to growing inequalities between and within nations to asylum seekers, that we can only solve if we all work together. The Jew, Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Sikh, Buddhist, atheist, agnostic, we need to work together, and if not now, then when?
And you have faith that London will overcome these challenges?
Well, London does these wonderful things, like have a sense of humor, make space for eccentricity. I mean, the most gloriously eccentric people you will ever find are here on the streets of London. And there's something about the joie de vivre of London, which is great, and something about the weather that cools passions.